Hi guys, glad to have you back. Please support me and my channel, and subscribe to it, and please leave a like, if you like the video. If you also turn on the notification feature, you won't miss any of my videos. Today I would like to introduce you to one of the most affordable Ernst Leitz Wetzlar lenses. Depending on the optical and cosmetic condition, you will have to pay around €100 for this lens, but perfectly preserved lenses, especially in black finish, can be much more expensive, as of May 2023. I am a big fan of the 135mm focal length, related to the 35mm format, whether analog or digital. So today, I present to you a lens of this focal length, the Ernst Leitz Wetzlar Hektor 4.5, 135mm. It joins my other 135mm lenses, Canon NFD 3.5 135mm, Canon FD 2.5 135mm SC, Minolta MC, Tele Rocker QD 3.5 135mm, Carl Zeiss Jena S 3.5 135mm, Zeiss Batis 2.8 135mm, and the numerous zoom lenses that also cover this focal length. The Hektor is a conventional lens design, not a classic telephoto design. Its aperture blades sit exactly at 135mm from the image plane. The optical construction of the Leitz Hektor 4.5 135mm consists of 4 elements, arranged in 3 groups. It was built in different variants from 1933 to 1960, but the optical calculation remained the same. The connection on the camera side was changed, from the M39 thread to the M-Bayonett. From 1933 to 1959, the lens was produced with M39 mount, in the years 1954 to 1960 also with M-Bayonett. Furthermore, the lenses differ by the introduction of lens coating after World War II. Lenses made before that are uncoated. The lens has excellent mechanical workmanship. The barrel is made of chrome and silver metal. The aperture and distance values, as well as the lens name and serial numbers, are milled into the metal and filled with paint. The base of the barrel is covered with synthetic leather for excellent grip when mounting and dismounting. It features a 15-blade aperture for a perfectly circular aperture at any setting. The fully circular aperture ensures that out-of-focus circles remain as circles at any aperture value, rather than becoming polygons. The aperture is continuously variable between f4.5 and f32, with f4.5, f5.6, f8, f11, f16, f22 and f32 marked. The focus ring rotates over approximately 330 degrees, from the shortest shooting distance of 1.5 meters to infinity. An infrared index is engraved below the depth of field scale, next to f4.5 and marked with an R. The lens accepts screw-in filters. Depending on the model, the required size may vary. My model requires 34mm screw-in filters. Later models use 39mm screw-in filters. Please check this before you buy filters. Since the filter thread does not rotate when focusing, filters such as polarizing or gray graduated filters can be easily used without changing their setting when focusing. The lens weighs about 435 grams, with a length of 6.45 centimeters, when the focus is set to infinity, and a diameter of just under 5.1 centimeters. The lens increases its length when focused closer than infinity. The lens shown here was built as one of 2,000 pieces in 1954. During its entire production period, 108,088 units were made. I was able to purchase my lens with the original Leica cap. The lens hood shown in the video, Leitz Ficus, I bought separately. It offers a lockable extension, and is thus suitable for lenses of 5 cm, or 5 ohm, 9 cm, or 90 mm, and 13.5 centimeters, or 135 millimeters. Even though it is designed for Elmar lenses according to the name, it fits perfectly on my 9 centimeters and the 13.5 lens featured here. The 13.5 centimeter Hektor has a built-in lens mount. I have not used it yet, because of the light weight of the lens and the hardly existing load on the camera bayonet. With a beautiful Leica from the 50s, this would perhaps look different. Unfortunately, I don't own a Leica camera, so I use this lens on my mirrorless Sony a7 III. After the praise for the mechanical build quality, the question now is, how does the lens fare in terms of image quality? Let's have a look. To say it right from the start, this lens does not reproduce subjects razor sharp in all lighting situations. The lens lacks contrast-rich imaging performance in particular. This is especially noticeable in backlit situations. Depending on the backlight situation, there is a soft focus over the entire image. This is not necessarily a disadvantage for some subject areas, but for landscape or architectural photography, when a razor-sharp image from corner to corner is desired, the lens can only be recommended to a limited extent. However, if it is to be used for the purposes under critical lighting situations, more extensive digital image processing is necessary. Sharpness performance is very good in the center of the image, even at open aperture. The peripheral areas never become razor sharp, though these are sufficiently sharp captured on the sensor or film at f11 or f16. The bokeh, on the other hand, is a great strength of the lens. The 15 aperture blades do a great job here. On my Sony a7 III, I could see vignetting up to f8, which was noticeable in some cases. This is at odds with other reviews I've found about this lens. Testers attest to this lens being almost completely free of vignetting. Since I consider these websites to be reputable, I think the vignetting is due to the sensor on my Sony a7 III. Unfortunately, I can't test the lens on an analog camera, so perhaps my conclusion would be just as pleasing. On the other hand, the lens does not show any visible distortion in my test either. Does this lens get a buy recommendation from me? Yes, absolutely. On the one hand, there is the extremely favorable price. In return, the buyer gets great Leica level mechanical quality that you'll notice with every adjustment on the lens. On the other hand, from a technical point of view, it is also possible to create images that are quite convincing after post-processing. I simply enjoy this lens. Here you can see a fantastic tool from Adobe Lightroom. It's the denoise function. With it, you can greatly reduce sensor noise, make details of the subject visible, or increase the resolution of the source material. Currently this only works with RAW files, and a combination of noise reduction and resolution enhancement is not possible. These features are additional ways that you can improve the image quality that your Hektor delivers in the final product. For you, I have included some sample images in this video. Decide for yourself whether the quality offered is sufficient. And if yes, then go shopping. More information about all areas of analog, hybrid, and digital photography can be found on my homepage, apertureone.4.com. Feel free to visit. In this sense, thank you again for your interest and your time. See you at the next video.